So you can listen to this practice wherever it is that you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down, or even you can be stretching and doing things if that's what you got to do. And hopefully, wherever you're at when you listen, this will still be helpful to you in some way. So if you would prefer to listen to this practice while being in a still position, you can just let now be the time where you allow yourself to fidget, adjust, stretch, or move your body in whatever ways your body needs to move. Doing your best to not think about these movements at all or worry about what anything looks like, but coming more fully into your sense of feeling and following those yummy sensations that you might feel as you roll out the shoulders, the neck, maybe the hands and the wrists, the spine with some cat-cow motions with the spine opening and closing the heart, twisting or side body bends, wiggling out the toes, even the ankles. Just trusting your own instincts when it comes to movement. And at any point, if what feels best in your body is stillness, then honoring that need for stillness whenever that feels like what you need. While also knowing that there is no rush whatsoever. And you may continue to move and adjust yourself throughout this practice whenever you have the need to. But at any point, if you haven't already and would like to, you can make your way to a still and comfortable position. And if you're in a space where you feel safe and would like to, you can allow your eyes to gently close at any time if they aren't already. As you take this moment now to call in fresh new air into the body, as you take a big inhale and almost watch yourself as you fill up with air to every corner and edge of you, getting as full as you possibly can get. As you hold that for a moment when you are full, to just experience what that feels like to be full of air right now. And as you need to, slowly exhale all of that out of you. Gently pulling the navel in toward the spine at the bottom of your exhale to push any last bit of stagnant air out of you. As you again pause for a moment here to stay and experience the sense of emptiness in the body. As you allow your next breath to come in as it's needed. And you may continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, exaggerated way for as many rounds as feels good and helpful to you. Without any need to worry about the actual length of these inhales and exhales and the pauses on either side. But you're just letting each of the 4 parts of your breath be exaggerated, whatever that means for you right now. Intentionally slowing down the process of your own breath. Remembering that our breath can be either voluntary or automatic. And so voluntarily slowing down the breath will therefore then communicate to all the other automatic processes in the body that now is the time to slow down. And again, there's no rush whatsoever. And you can continue to breathe in this slow, intentional, and exaggerated way for as long as it feels good and helpful to you. But at any point, if you haven't already, you may release this guidance over your breath altogether and allow yourself to step back and up in your mind and shift into the perspective of the observer. Becoming the witness of your own experience right now and all the different layers that make up what you are experiencing in this exact moment. Shifting into a curious perspective. Noticing if you are resisting what you are feeling right now. Noticing any urges to run away from this moment, to run to the past or to the future, or to any distractions. And just know that the moment you notice the mind is wandering or distracting or just wandering away from this moment and from this practice, that act of noticing that the mind has wandered, that act in and of itself brings you back to that role of the observer, which is where we try our best to stay during this type of healing practice. And maybe there is a lot of pain present in the body. Maybe there's a lot of physical pain present. Maybe a lot of anxiety. Maybe grief. Maybe a lot of sorrow. And if any of these things that we typically label as more negative feelings or emotions or experiences are present for you right now, you can simply allow these heavier emotions to be present. Oftentimes, our pain, it can act like a nagging child that simply wants our attention. And the more you ignore that nagging child, they don't just go away, they'll get louder and eventually start screaming. And then when you finally look and say, "What would you like?" they might just want a hug. They might just want some attention, some love. And so you can look at the parts of your own body, parts of your own mind from this same view. And give yourself that hug that you might need, or that love, that understanding and support that maybe you don't get elsewhere. You are allowed to give that to yourself. And you are allowed to let any emotional releases that need to come. And feel how tears, as they come out of your eyes, so involuntarily, most of the time, they are sacred in a way. They're involuntary. They're a release that your body needs, that your body does for you. And so if you need to cry, if the body is crying, let yourself cry. If you need to laugh, let the body laugh. And you can notice the similarities between crying and laughter. They both shake the body, involuntarily move you. And they both happen in this exact moment. And so you can use your own emotions and everything that you perceive, all of your senses, as anchors for you to stay in this present moment where everything exists. And you are allowed to feel whatever it is that you happen to be feeling right now. And allow your body to physically soften around all it is you are feeling. As you allow all the muscles throughout the face and throughout the whole body to simply ungrip from the bones. Allow your muscles to release back into the support of your own skin. And even if it's just for a moment, feel that deep sense of trust with your own anatomy. And trust that you are held. The earth and gravity will always hold you exactly where you need to be. So let yourself be held, be heavy, and be soft. As you listen now to the following words that were written by Yung Pueblo in his book called Clarity and Connection. And you can allow anything at all that feels like it resonates with you to soak in a little bit deeper and not worrying about the rest. Some of the biggest tests in life come when tough things happen in your closest circle. When family or friends who hold a piece of your heart go through a struggle that you have no control over. When all you can do is rise to the occasion by listening to their words and radiating the love you feel for them. Though it is not for you to decide how things will turn out, You can support, provide comfort, and remind them that your love for them is real and will remain unbroken. Some relationships do not have harmonious beginnings. There is an undeniable pull that brings the two together, but there is also a distance between them created by their unhealed hearts. This space within them, filled with the unknown and unseen, causes miscommunication between the two, friction, and sometimes even unintentional pain. How can they treat each other well when they are still mysteries to themselves? The shift comes when both commit to turning inward to heal and know themselves. Naturally, this brings them closer together and elevates the love and support they share. For real communication to happen, all projections need to cease. Two people cannot see each other clearly and find common ground if both are thinking and speaking through dense clouds of emotion. So many relationships and friendships break because we do not have the tools and emotional maturity to see beyond our defensive reactions. When we notice our own defensiveness, pause, and come into a clearer thinking space, we have the opportunity for a real conflict resolution. Without vulnerability, patience, and self-awareness on both sides, there cannot be reconciliation. Without listening, honesty, and space for safe vulnerability, there is no communication. When we intentionally elevate the level of communication, the focus switches from telling someone how we believe they are to clearly explaining our own perspective and how we feel. We can certainly share ways to better support each other, but first we need to accept each other's truth and move on from there. The support we ask for cannot be coercive. Our partner needs to voluntarily commit to it for the union to be healthy. As blind loyalty does not nourish anyone. Supporting those you love in their ignorance, or even worse, tolerating the harm they cause you, is a serious act of self-betrayal. When you see your loved ones doing wrong or walking into deeper darkness, do not follow just because of an old bond you may share. You do not need to sink together, burn together, or crash together. Even though it may be hard, sometimes you have to listen to your deepest sense of well-being and go your own way to preserve the good inside of you. Maturity in a relationship is not expecting you to always be on the same schedule. You are not always going to feel good at the same time. One may need more rest than the other. One may need more time to heal. One may pick up new habits more easily. People naturally grow, learn, and move at different speeds. What makes a relationship flourish is two people who seek to know, love, and heal themselves as individuals. They will have harmony flow between them as a couple. Control creates tension, but trust leaves space for individuality and opens the door to vulnerability. Calm communication, clear commitments, and the willingness to support each other's happiness makes the union stronger. So you can just take these next few moments to just allow every single word that you've heard today and every single feeling that you have felt today to just settle within you. Imagining that your body is this big snow globe, and every word you heard and every feeling you felt was a little speck of glitter in that snow globe. And now is the time where we set you down. Let all the glitter settle to the bottom as the air clears. And just trusting that anything at all that you heard today that resonated with you or struck a chord with you in some way, trusting that that feeling can sometimes come when we hear on the outside what a part of ourselves already knows to be true on the inside. And so just allowing those deep truths to be enhanced within you, so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on your own intuition and to trust your own instincts. And if it feels like something you would like to do today, you can come and let your hands find each other in a prayer position toward heart center. As you let your heart lift toward your thumbs, as the thumbs press back toward the heart. And you tune in to this rhythm of your own heartbeat, the rhythm of your own life. As you now call in one final deep and full breath of air into the body, filling up to every corner and edge of you, the most you have today. And as you exhale, letting go of anything at all you're ready to let go of, as you allow the head to gently bow. Taking this moment to bow to the source of energy that allows all of our hearts to beat, whatever you believe that to be. And bowing to everyone else in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. And may this practice continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and to everyone that you see. Thank you, thank you, thank you.